And you can see that throughout the day, we had trend up internals, right? The AD line remains at the highs. The tick remains above zero. Every time we get a pullback on price and the tick dips below zero for a little bit, it ends up being a buying opportunity and the market just continues going higher. So today was effectively a trend day, and we now have bullish time frame alignment in effect to the upside. So as long as buyers can hold ES above the 65, 52 to 65 quarter area, that bullish time frame alignment can remain in play, and we could still try to make our way to higher prices. And today the market hit 6,600. Quite often these big round numbers act as psychological resistance. There's not any major resistance up here, but 6,600 is something that I would consider to be psychological resistance. And I think that we need to see a break in the NASDAQ to new highs as well if this breakout is really going to sustain. So right now you can see that NQ is very close to its all-time high. And if this breakout in the S&P is going to result in follow-through, then I'd like to see NQ breaking higher as well. Now, with tomorrow being a Friday and heading into the weekend, it might make it a bit more difficult for the market to expand the range to the upside in any significant way. As long as buyers can hold ES above today's broken initial resistance, they can still maintain control. So given that we're going to be heading into a Friday and then the weekend, we don't necessarily have to make another big swing to the upside. As long as we can just maintain today's gains and allow the NASDAQ to catch up a bit more, that would still be okay. That would still be bullish for the market. Now, that being said, it wouldn't be surprising to see the market test above 6,600, but I think it might be a bit more difficult for the market to continue pushing higher and higher in any very significant way. So that just means that, can we go up to like 6605, 6610, maybe a little bit higher? Sure. But are we going to go to like, 6630 or 40 or 50? Probably not. Mainly because of the fact that we are now going to be heading into the weekend after tomorrow. So I would be a little bit more defensive on any breakout trades tomorrow. I think pullbacks are still okay. Zone fades at support are still okay as long as we're not seeing any big downside momentum. And ideally, we now want to see buyers holding ES above today's broken initial resistance. That would tell us that the buy side is still in control. And if ES is really strong, then it'd be ideal if buyers hold it above even this swing low of 71.75 to like 82.75, right? This area. So ideally, we hold even above this afternoon consolidation. If that happens, that tells us that we're in a very bullish phase and buyers are in firm control. But if ES breaks below 71.75, that would be a bit of a warning sign. And if ES takes out today's RTH low and especially today's overnight low, then it's a problem. And at that point, we would have to adapt to the new bias that could be forming. But until that happens, we should still assume that the buyers are dominant and above initial resistance, bullish time frame alignment can remain in effect. So those are the main ideas as we head into overnight.